Hi everyone, my name is Miss Oliver. I'm a counselor at Granger High School. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about choosing your classes for high school. So the first thing that you should know is you should be getting this packet, which is our class selection packet for freshmen. And whether you go to Granger High School or not, this is a lot of really good information for incoming freshmen. If you look at this page right here, this is our Granger Counseling Center webpage. You're going to find out a lot of information that you need for high school as well as for life after high school. Right here, you'll see a link to our course catalog. This is a list of all the classes you can take while you're at Granger High School. You can also get a copy of this book from your counselor or from your school as well. If you need a copy, please let your counselor know. Course catalogs have a lot of important information, descriptions of different classes, as well as information like what AP classes, so you can make a plan for the future, or what classes you need for graduation. Let me show you some important places you need to know on our website. The first thing I want you to look at is the class selection section for our school. This is where you're going to find a ton of important information about choosing your classes for next year. If you click on the class of 2023, that's you, you'll see a lot of important information. You'll find this video, you'll find the freshman presentation, as well as the class selection card front and back, the GTI application front and back. Today I'd like to go over the class selection checklist for freshmen. This is the blue paper you should have in your hands. So I want you to go over some things that are helpful. I want you to make sure you're taking classes that you need for graduation. Look at the card and begin choosing your classes. You need a full schedule. That's 16 boxes. What that means is you have 8 classes, first semester and second semester. We have 4 classes on A days, 4 classes on B days, but we'll explain more about this when we come to your school. We also want you to choose classes that interest you and will help you with the future. So if you look at the card, you'll see that you'll need to put your name and your student number, and we'll explain this when we come to your school, as well as you can see what kinds of classes are offered to 9th graders. For example, you must choose English and Geography and Math and Science and Freshman Success or AVID, but there's a ton of other fun classes that you can take while attending Granger High School as a 9th grader. If you flip that over, you're going to see the application for GTI. GTI is a school away from our school where you can take a ton of hands-on, fun classes that you can learn more about the future. For example, if you get bored sometimes in a class and you wish I was doing something versus just sitting in class, you can take a couple of science classes at the GTI. One is aquaculture, where you raise your own fish, or there's engineering and physics, where you learn how to build robots, you learn how to build things. There's a lot of fun things that 9th graders can take, and because you take a school bus to school every other day, you need to have this application filled out. This application just gives your parents permission to let you take a school bus to another school. Please remember when choosing your classes that you want to make sure that they're the best classes for you and not just classes that your friends want to take. There's also tryout dates for things like cheer or sports. Check those out and I'll show you where those are on our Granger Counseling Center website. If you attend Valley Junior High, we'll be at your school on February 5th. We'll be at Westlake Junior High February 6th and 7th. We'll be at Granite Park Junior High and Kennedy February 7th. So make sure you're there those days. We want to make sure that we see you. All cards are due on those days. The last day for cards due is February 28th. So make sure if you have a GTI application, bring it the day that we come to your school. If not, get it to your counselor as soon as possible so we can get those classes for you. So if you go back to the front of this website where it says class selection, if you scroll down, you can see all the exciting class options at Granger. You can take automotive classes, family and consumer science classes like child development. You can take graphics and make t-shirts and stickers. There's so many classes to take. You can even try out for classes, like we have dance company, we have Excaliburs. There's a ton of things that you can do here when you're in high school. We want to make sure that it's the best possible experience for you ever. Some of these classes are things that you'll be looking for in the future. So you might want to even start planning for what you want to take, like I said, when you're in the future. This is Mr. Broxham. This is just a lot of fun things that you can do while you're in high school. Last but not least, as I scroll up here, I'm going to scroll up to the top. Class of 2023, we have a special day just for you. We are inviting you, and we'll be getting invitations out next week. February 20th for a freshman night here at Granger High School. Our freshman teachers will be available to answer questions. You will also get to learn about all the classes that you can take. You and your folks can look and see what classes you picked when you chose your classes on February 5th, 6th, and 7th. And you get a handy dandy wristband that gets you into one of our basketball games so you can see how fun and how exciting it is at Granger High School. Well, that's all I have for today. If you have any questions, please talk to your counselor. We're here for you, and we're happy to answer any questions that you have. We're excited about freshmen coming to our school. We are excited to see you next year.